Hi everyone, this is Aveda. I'd like to thank you for tuning in to my YouTube channel, Embrace Natural Beauty, where it has been my goal to share with you simple tips and techniques that have been helpful to me in my very own natural hair journey, which has been literally 6 years now, that have helped me to maintain my hair, to keep it in good condition, and to retain length, which was always my goal. Because I want all of you who are watching and who follow me to better maintain your hair, to keep it in good condition, and to retain length, if that happens to be your goal, so that you enjoy your hair and embrace natural beauty of your own. If you've noticed from the title, what I'm going to be talking about in today's video is essentially an overview of my natural hair journey. There are a number of you who have been following me for a number of years since I've pretty much been on YouTube, but there are also several of you who are new to my channel. And I know that there are a number of videos that you haven't seen, and so to give you an understanding of what I've done over the course of the 6 years that I've been natural to help maintain my hair, and what products I've used, what my process has been, what my routine has been, I'm using this video to get you guys pretty much acclimated to me and have an understanding of what I've done over the course pretty much of the 6 years. Something else that I'm doing that's different today is I'm using a different camera, different lighting, and so forth. If you'll notice, I have this thing hanging from me. This is being used as my microphone. And so to make better audio for you, this is what I'm using today. Hopefully I'll have something different in the next video. So never mind that. I just wanted to share that really quickly. If you're wondering, why is this hanging from Aveda? That's what it is. So let's get right into it. My natural hair routine over the course of the last 6 years. For the most part, I've worn my hair in a wash and go. Yes, I've worn my hair in a wash and go. So in terms of protective styling, I have not done any protective styling for the 6 years that I have been natural. There was only one stint of time that I did protective styling, and I'll go into detail a little bit about that if necessary. But for the most part, I wear my hair in a wash and go on a weekly basis. For the most part, I wash my hair once a week, either on a Sunday, a Monday, or a Tuesday. Those are my days off in the salon. I also will occasionally go for 2 weeks, depending on my schedule and how things are going with my hair. The wash and go I have today is actually day 12 of this wash and go. I styled this using Mielle Organics. That's one of the products I'll talk about today. And so occasionally I will go 2 weeks, but for the most part, I'll go for a full 7 days of wearing it. And on the 8th day, I will wash my hair. The shampoo is one of the things I have not changed for the most part. And so what I've used for my shampoo for the entire 6 years has been Aveda Damage Remedy. This is the shampoo that I've used for the entire 6 years that I have been natural. This has been my staple shampoo, Aveda Damage Remedy. And so along with Aveda Damage Remedy, I've used their conditioner from the same line, Aveda Damage Remedy Conditioner. I use this when I'm detangling my hair. About a year ago, when I discovered that Aveda Damage Remedy does not contain sulfates for deep cleansing, I actually incorporated deep cleansing in my routine on a more frequent basis, and now to the point where I actually use a sulfate-based shampoo every single time I wash my hair. So the shampoo that I immediately incorporated after 5 years was a shampoo that I had been using off and on throughout the 5 years along with the Aveda Damage Remedy, and that was, or is, Aveda Brilliant. This is Aveda Brilliant shampoo, and I've also used Aveda Brilliant Conditioner when detangling. So these have been a part of my hair care regimen also for the full 6 years. Aveda Damage Remedy more so, this one off and on, and especially since the last year, I've incorporated it even more so. The reason why I've incorporated deep cleansing shampoo into my routine is because I have buildup that would happen on my scalp that made it very uncomfortable for me. And so while I maintained good moisture retention, good length retention, and so forth, I did not like having buildup on my scalp. So since I've incorporated having a deep cleansing shampoo in my regimen, my scalp is much cleaner. So in addition to using the Aveda Brilliant as a deep cleansing shampoo that contains sulfates, I also will include or swap out with LRC, which stands for Lawrence Ray Concepts. This is their moisturizing shampoo, and this is their sulfate-based deep cleansing shampoo. I use these two together. They do not have a dedicated conditioner in line, but the moisturizing shampoo is designed to put the moisture back into your hair. So I would use this after using the deep cleansing shampoo and before I use one of my conditioners. After I cleanse my hair, which you've seen on several of my product review videos I've shown you guys, after I cleanse my hair, I detangle my hair with conditioner. I use the Aveda Damage Remedy Conditioner or the Brilliant as the conditioner of choice for detangling on the top of my hair. The back of my hair, I use the Shea Moisture Low Porosity Protein Free Conditioner for detangling the back of my hair. After I detangle my hair and I prepare for deep conditioning, that is the next step that I do in my routine. I do deep conditioning immediately after detangling. I rinse out the conditioner on the top of my head. I put my staple deep conditioner. It's True Bymadebeautiful, and it's the Intensive Treatment Mask. This has been my staple deep conditioner for the top of my head for at least the last year. For the back of my head, I keep this in for deep conditioning. So my staple deep conditioning products for the last year has been these two. The True Bymadebeautiful Intensive Treatment Mask and the Shea Moisture Low Porosity Protein Free Conditioner. The conditioner, okay? These are my products that I use for deep conditioning my entire head, but the back, the front, or the top and the bottom, okay? And the reason being is that I have different levels of porosity and concentrated levels in the crown here and down. All of this close to the scalp is low porosity. So this works very well for me in that area. And the top of my head has mostly high porosity here in the front, sides, and normal porosity. So this has worked very well for me. After I apply the deep conditioner, as you'll see, I've shared with you guys, I use a heat cap. I put my hair in twists, I put a plastic cap on my head, and then I put a heat cap, an electric heat cap, and I sit with that for about 20 minutes. Over a year ago, before I broke my steamer, I used to use a steamer, but I broke it. I haven't fixed it. I still have it, just haven't been using it because I haven't fixed it. So I've been using my heat cap, and that's what I've been using for well over a year. And after I deep condition for just the 20 minutes, I come back and I rinse that out, and then I'll style with usually just two products. And so let me share with you some of the products that I've shared reviews with you and that I have included as my staple products over the last several months and in the last year. So this is where it gets fun when it gets into the styling. This is where I do more adjustments. My staples, I like to stay consistent with my shampoo and my conditioner and my deep conditioner. That pretty much sets the tone for my hair to have consistently good, well moisturized hair for an entire week. When I vary off of that, that's when I have different experiences, okay? So I pretty much stick with those as my staples. When it comes to styling, I have different styling, products that I like to use as my staples as well. Consistently for well over a year has been the Shea Moisture Low Porosity Protein Free Leave-In Detangler. I apply this to my entire head. Even though I have high porosity in the front, left and right, and normal porosity throughout the top, I use the Shea Moisture Low Porosity Leave-In Detangler over my entire head as my moisturizer of choice. This is my staple moisturizer. I've used this consistently for well over a year. And I use it in combination with a few different gels. I've used it with this jar of Eco Styler. I know you can get those really large jars, and I do, but I like to scoop it out and put it into this little jar. It's just easier to handle than having to pick up this really big jar of Eco Styler, which is really inexpensive. But yeah, I use the Eco Styler Crystal, and I like to use it from a small jar. It just makes it easier for handling. When I don't use Eco Styler, I will use the Wetline Extreme. with the Shea Moisture as my moisturizer. So this is a very stable combination. So I'll either use the Echo Styler or the Wetline Extreme Gel, and this is the one I choose with the green lid. I like crystal, I like clear with the green lid. Another recent staple of mine is Kinky Curly. I've been using as my moisturizer just the Kinky Curly Not Today with the Kinky Curly Curling Custard. And I know these jars look nice and full, but I've got plenty of empties. This is empty, this is going to be empty. And this is sure enough empty. Cleaned empty. This is Echo Styler with the castor oil and the flaxseed oil. At first I didn't like it because my hair was it just looked too big. But after several days, I actually liked the curl definition that I got. I liked the fluffiness. I really liked it. So this is now a staple of mine. I will use this again with this Shea Moisture Low Porosity Leave-In Detangler as the combination for my wash and go. So typically I just use 2 products when I style my wash and go. But as you've seen in a couple of my videos, or recently, I shared with you my experience with Mielle Organics. I really like Mielle Organics, and I was just really bummed when I had that bad experience back in April. And so recently, well, 2 weeks ago just about, I tried it again. I bought a whole new bottle of each of the items just to see if it made a difference coming out of a freshly opened bottle. And so what's in my hair today for my wash and go styling products are actually 3 products. I know, I typically just use 2. But in my hair today is the white peony, the avocado hair milk, and so the leave-in first, then the hair milk is the moisturizer, so I layer those that way, and then I finish with their, I have another one, hold on, this one's not open, with the styling gel, the honey and ginger styling gel. So these are 3 products that are in my hair, and I would like to call this a staple. It's moving in that direction, but not yet. I did get great results with this one. I have to try it again. I think there may have been some changes to the formulation that may work in my favor, so I will see. I will keep you updated with that. But so far, those have been my staples. If you follow me on Instagram and Facebook, or you tune into my live broadcast on Periscope and Facebook Live on Monday evenings, you will have seen me having shared my experience with the Main Choice. So I did use the Main Choice daily hairdressing. Doesn't get much better than this as my moisturizer, along with the Crystal Orchard biotin infused styling gel. So I used these 2 together. I don't know how many months ago it was, but I used them together, and I wasn't really thrilled with the results, so I didn't post a review or anything like that. But then I did a photo shoot in August, and when I was thinking about what product do I want to use that's going to give me the type of curls that I want, some big juicy curls that are nice and shiny, and nice full wash and go, I thought about it. I tried. This was the first time I had tried this. I wasn't happy with the results. I wasn't sure if it was going to last or give me enough shine, so I reached for the Main Choice again. And so now I would say I would use this strategically when I specifically want big hair and shine, and I know I can still get some good curl definition. So this does actually work for me. I wouldn't use it as my staple wash and go because I sometimes I really just like a certain look. Depending on the look that I'm going for, that's the product combination that I will reach for. And then finally, another product line that I've used recently that a lot of you have seen me on Instagram and Facebook is the Earth Tones. And so for Earth Tones, I've used as my moisturizer the Curl Quench, and the jelly is the Curl Define Curl Enhancing Jelly. I've used this as well, and so it depends on the look again that I'm going for, which product I will reach for. But again, my staples, my staple products are the Shea Moisture with either Eco Styler Crystal, Wetline Extreme, or most recently now the Eco Styler with the black castor and the flaxseed. Or I will reach for, most often, the Kinky Curly, which I've got different packages of. The Kinky Curly I'll reach for very often. So these are my staple products. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you have any questions, be sure to, I do have some other videos I'm going to link in here to show you specifically some of the things that I've talked about in terms of porosity, in terms of the deep conditioning that I do, so you can get a different glimpse of these things. Also, I'll share a link to my Periscope broadcast and my Facebook Live, which I really can't, but I just put the link in there to my Facebook page, in which you can scroll down and you can see all my different Facebook Live. But you can also look through my Periscope broadcast and pretty much see the same thing that I've shared. I hope that was helpful. Again, this has been a 6-year journey. The changes that I've made have been subtle. I know I used to use a different deep conditioner before. When I first started out, my deep conditioner was from the Aveda Damage Remedy line. I haven't used that in about a year and a half, maybe 2 years. I haven't used that. I swapped that out. I've changed my deep conditioning over the years. That's one of the items that I've changed. I've always been happy with my deep conditioners. So, it's just been a progressive thing. But when I use all of my staple products together and then I use my styling products, I tend to have great wash and goes, great curl definition, and great lasting moisture retention. So thank you so much for tuning in. I look forward to your questions or your comments. And again, thank you for subscribing to my channel and being a part of this community with me. Thank you. Please stay connected with me on various social media platforms, and you can also chat with me live on Periscope on Monday evenings at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can download the app to your smartphone and follow me at Embrace M Beauty to get the alert when I'm broadcasting live. And at the same time, I will be broadcasting on Facebook Live, so if you're on the Embrace Natural Beauty Facebook page, you will get that alert at that time. Thank you so much for watching.